Shalom. This is your brother Shamak. I have the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahak Wadash. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's true name, and His only begotten Son's true name being Yahweh Shai, whom the world incorrectly calls God and Jesus Christ. Okay, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. All right, and Shalom to you sincere Akim, who are the brothers that's preaching teaching truth worldwide. And Shalom to you sincere listeners and you sincere believers. Here with lessons concerning that we will literally live forever in the kingdom. We will literally live forever in the kingdom. Okay? And this idea of this lesson, of course, came about with false teachers teaching things they ought not to teach, of saying that we would die after a certain amount of time after being in the kingdom of heaven, which is completely false. Okay? And it's the 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3, and it reads, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears." Okay, so for a moment of time or a period of time, teachers and Israelites, mainly, of course, pertaining to the Hebrew Israelites, okay, all right, because you have false teachers and you have correct teachers, all right, you have sound doctrine and you have false doctrine, okay. But for a period of time, that it will be Hebrew Israelite teachers, teaching the correct doctrine. But after a period of time, they'll not endure sound doctrine. Start to teach incorrect things according to the Holy Bible. All right. In verse 4, it reads, it says, "And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables." All right, because the sound doctrine that's simply just straight to the point truth. Are according to the Bible. All right, sound teachings, a sound body of teachings, man, a correct body of teachings. All right, and one of those teachings being that we will live, of course, of those of the Hebrew Israelite descent. All right, will be living forever in the kingdom of heaven. All right, let's get that with I want to start with 1 Corinthians. All right, just to go into that transition period. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. I'll start at verse 51. Verse 50. All right, and it reads, "Now this I say, brethren." Of course, this is Paul, of course, speaking to the Israelites in the church of Corinth. And it reads as that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Neither do corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. All right, so the bodies, this is simply going into how the bodies we have right now that we're speaking upon, you may be 6 feet, 6'5", 5'5", whatever, hey, skinny, slim, heavy. All right. The bodies you have now would not be the same bodies in the kingdom of heaven. All right. As we're getting beamed up, our spirit is going to get beamed up and our body's going to be changed. All right. And it's going to go into it. It says, when I'm speaking of it being beamed up, I'm speaking upon again delivered on a chariot. All right, to escape the troubles that are about to hit the planet Earth. All right, verse 52, and it reads, "In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed." All right, it says in a moment. It says in the twinkling of an eye, man. You know how quick you blink? That's how quick this deliverance is going to be. All right, when you in the process of getting beamed up, it's going to be quick. All right, and we're going to need it to be. All right, because nuclear missiles are going to be getting shot in the midst of World War III. All right, but verse 53, and it reads, "For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality." All right, so that's what it's going to take for us to live in the kingdom of heaven forever and ever. All right, for us to first and foremost have new bodies. All right. These bodies are corrupt. These bodies are filthy. All right, these bodies have sinned against the Lord, man. We're going to be made perfect. All right, and I want to quickly get a quick definition on immortal. All right, which is pretty heavy and pretty straight to the point. It says from the late 14th century, it goes into deathless. It's from the Latin immortalis. All right, so if I'm pronouncing that correctly, it says deathless, undying, imperishable. It says what? Endless. All right. So, the scriptures are straight to the point. It says unceasing, destined to endure forever, never to be forgotten, lasting a long time. All right. So but it basically says endless, imperishable, undying, deathless. All right. There's no escaping those. This is simple. This topic is fairly simple, but hey, spirits are real. But that's why it's important that the scripture mentioned 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3, to endure sound doctrine, continuing what you were taught. This is the correct things according to the Bible. All right. And of course, they're playing to the righteous. All right. They're playing to the elect of the nation of Israel, of you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans who are scattered worldwide. All right. Verse 53 again says, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. All right. And this is going to come through a new body. We're going to get new bodies, man. All right. A higher stature. You think people tall now, man? We're going to probably be 9-10 feet in the kingdom, man. Stronger, probably no body fat. All right. We're going to be doing things that our mind can't even fathom right now. All right. Verse 54, it reads, so when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. Okay? And this has me carry on my point to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. All right? Because this is a process of getting beamed up, man. This is that transitional period. All right. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 16. It reads, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. So those believers, they even die on this side right now before Yahushua returns. Okay. You're going to be the first one getting delivered on the chariot. You're going to be the first one getting that body in the twinkling of an eye, very quickly, in that instant moment. All right, you're going to be the first ones. But then it's going to be those spirits and those believers that also remain from martial law, from the World War III missiles, from famine. Okay, all right, from resisting the RFID microchip. All right. Verse 17, it goes into it, says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. Those clouds symbolizing the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, whom the world incorrectly calls those UFOs today. All right. It says to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. All right. These scriptures ain't say we forever be with the Lord and then we're going to die after a certain amount of time. No, it didn't say that, man. All right. Just stick to what the scriptures simply say. All right. Not trying to come off all knowledgeable or, as a smart ass, but the scriptures are just straight to the point. Verse 18 says, wherefore comfort one another with these words. And these are comforting words. So shall we ever be with the Lord. What we're fighting for is to basically never die again, man. To be undefeated, to be immortal. Okay. Who wouldn't want that? That sounds, but that sounds so strange to those that can't understand this truth. When you say such things as those, man, that sounds like a fairy tale. All right, but it's simply not, because it's written in the Holy Bible. All right, this is and people are going to see. Hey, we all about to see this take place, man. This is Isaiah 45, verse 17. Just to further to bring home, the point of that. Hey, our government. The nation of Israel as Israelites in the kingdom of heaven, because we represent Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, it would not end, man. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17, and it reads, "But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with the everlasting salvation." Okay, so if we were to die in the kingdom of heaven, He wouldn't have put an everlasting salvation. All right, everlasting deliverance. All right, it says we're not going to get delivered and then go sent back to the spirit world through death. No, everlasting salvation, man. All right. It reads, "Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end." And I just read the definition in Edom Online with the word or the term immortal, and it mentioned endless. Okay, that's basically what it's saying here. Nor confounded world without end. Okay. All right, the Israelites is not. Once you're delivered in the kingdom of heaven, okay, which is going to be on earth, okay, which is going to be on earth. That must be emphasized. All right, to clear out and destroy that ideology of floating in the clouds and being with white Jesus, man. True name being Yahweh Shai is a dark complexion man. Okay? And I also want to I just want to emphasize those 2 points. Everlasting salvation. Then it continue to say world without end. These are just simple and straight to the point scriptures. All right. And it's plenty of scriptures. All right. But let me these are just like some of the first ones that came to my mind. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 13. Let me go to I'm gonna go to 14. Straight to the point. It says, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come, and that's the kingdom of heaven. Once Yahweh Shai comes back and ushers that in. All right. It says, verse 15, by him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to the Most High continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name. All right. But I want to emphasize verse 14. It says we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. All right. It said continuing city. Simple, straight to the point. It would not have said everlasting salvation. It would have not said world without end. It would not have said continuing city if we were going to die in the kingdom of heaven after a certain amount of time. Even if that certain amount of time was 1,000 years, 100 years, whatever the case may be. All right, it would have not said these such things, man. We just have to simply believe on what the scriptures say. Simple as that. All right. Let me see if I also want to get Daniel chapter 7, but I may not have to. But since I thought of it, I may just I'll grab it. This is Daniel chapter 7 verse 18, and it reads, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom." And who are the saints? To saints going to the upright ones, or who are being the Israelites, man. Who being the Israelites, I should say, pertaining to Psalms 148 verse 14. All right, it says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." All right, that's forever, man. Everlasting. That point had to be emphasized. All right, Daniel emphasized that, man. Okay. And lastly, I wanted to bring the point all the way home with Revelation chapter 21. All right, it's Revelation chapter 21, and I'm gonna start at. I started at 3. Okay. Revelation chapter 21 verse 3, and it reads, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power." It says, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death." That's a cut, man. We in immortal, it gave the word. It also gave the word deathless and endless. It says, "Neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." So not only is it not going to be any more death, it ain't going to be no more struggling, no more crying, no more pain. Hey, these are things. It says these former things are passed away. This is going to be the things happening now are not going to be taking place in the kingdom of heaven. All right, for the Israelites, that is. All right, because the other nations on the planet Earth are going into slavery. They're going to serve the Israelites. All right, our princes, as we know now, are going to serve us in the kingdom of heaven. All right, they're going to be our servants. Simple as that. All right, verse 4, once again, we're Revelation chapter 21, verse 4, and it reads, it's really one of my favorite scriptures. It says, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." All right, death, that's going to be a thing of the past. All right, dying, man, that's going to be a thing of the past, man. All right, once we get to that kingdom of heaven, it's no more. It's no more thinking of that. That's why we're going. That's what's the point of putting on that immortal. All right, coming with those new bodies. All right, we're going to be able to withstand living forever and ever, because these bodies we have now surely can't. All right, but Lord willing, the point was driven home with the scriptures that were brought out pertaining to that. We will literally live forever in the kingdom, literally. All right, literally. This is not fairy tale. It's not too good to be true. It's going to happen, and we simply just got to believe in that. All right, the elect are going to believe, man. Okay. So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying and exhorting to you sincere believers. Okay, I want to end off by giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash. All right, Shalom, Shalom. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Hey, Shalom. Keep the faith. Shalom.